Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Utah Jazz going up against the Toronto Raptors. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First, for Utah. And for Toronto, Williams is out there with Curry. It's his first official game as a starter. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Willis in at the 4 slot.
Guys, there were a lot of questions about what went wrong for Utah last year as they saw themselves slip from a middle-of-the-pack playoff team to being on the outside looking in at the playoffs. One reason was their play on the road.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. Stockton against Williams. Number 27. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. As you said with the Jazz last year, getting wins on the road a big problem for them, and they just couldn't keep up in that category. You know, Steve, with other teams vying for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they finished 13 and 28 on the road, and that was what kept them out of the postseason. They just have to improve in that regard this year if they're going to get into the playoffs.
And it's Utah's ball. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to catch up with Jerry Sloan for just a moment. The point he was driving home was that they are at their best when their defense is the driving force of their game. He said when we rely on D to create our offense, to get us that big play that can swing momentum, that is when we are really tough to beat. Let's see how their defense fares tonight.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
There's the bucket. Good. And here's Toronto. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. McGrady kicks to Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jazz have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here is Stockton. Outside, Russell. Malone. Back to Russell. From deep. Rebound by Williams. The Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Curry can't get it to go.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Stockton outside. Traps in the tray.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Williams passes to Marks. Feeds it to McGrady. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Malone. Now the pass to Russell. Number 27. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. He has 6.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Williams kicks it over to Marks. Curry. Toronto working the ball around now. McGrady outside. Drills the baseline jumper. McGrady's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Stockton with it. Outside, Russell. Tries from 16. No good off the front iron.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
He feeds it to McGrady. The shot from the low post is good. McGrady's got 6.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
The Jazz have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Number 27. Again, the Jazz score.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Here's Willis after the basket by Utah. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
And Utah making a change here.
You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, the major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise, because they have the potential to do so.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know, Utah usually matches up well with Eastern Conference teams because style of play is similar. Both Eastern Conference and the Jazz like to play a grinded-out physical game, and Utah has the bigs and the defensive mentality to thrive in a slower-paced game, and that's why they went 17-13 against the Eastern Conference.
Raptors trail by 3. Bogues dishes to Thomas. McGrady. He kicks it to Carter. Backs him down. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. On back to the Jazz against the East. Did what they needed to do against the conference as a whole. Winning more than they lost, but they also, Steve, had some key setbacks.
And the big one that I can remember was last year where they had that 4-game road trip to the East Coast. They went 0-4. And that was when they saw their grasp on a playoff spot start to slip away.
Now, here's Bogues. Vince Carter the bucket, and the assist by Bogues. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Utah's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. And Stockton, here we go. And here's Bogues. Vince Carter on the wing. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Pass to Russell. Jacks up a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
That puts them in the lead. McGrady's got 8 points. Jazz have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Malone, a screen on Bogues. Stockton with it. Now guarded by Oakley. Malone passes to Stockton. 6 to shoot. Outside, Russell. Fires from the wing. And that one goes long.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
There's McGrady. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. He's got 10.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. The Jazz making a switch here. Jazz trail by 4. Here's the screen. Isley the pass to Hornacek. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
Carter kicks to Davis. Back to Carter. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Christie. Long pass it to Isley. Sinks the triple. Isley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
The shot's good from Carter. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
There's a good screen. Passes it to Isley. Releases. And there's another one for the Jazz.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Hornacek against Christie. .34 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. From the corner. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Here's Isley. He has 5. He passes to Long. He dishes it to Hornacek. From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Jazz lead by 1. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Toronto trailing.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
Toronto with the ball. The shot by Williams, no good. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already and that they can make improvement with.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Yes, guys, for Steve Nash last season, he became just the 5th player in league history to crack 10,000 assists, joining John Stockton, Jason Kidd, Mark Jackson, and Magic Johnson. Nash said to have just one scholarship offer and to play in the NBA as long as I have and to be on a list with people like Magic is beyond my wildest dreams. Adding, it's incredibly special, humbling, and a tribute to playing with a lot of great players over my career. No surprise, fellas, giving credit to his teammates.
Well, you have to like that focus on the team first. Thanks, Doris. Kevin Willis has checked in for Davis. Williams kicks to Curry. Here's Christie, and the pass to Marks. And the layup is good. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
The defenders have to be aware. They cannot allow him that position before he catches the ball.
You're exactly right, Steve. That is his domain.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Pass to Isley. Clock at 6. The 9-foot shot. Williams with the block. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Christie, pass to Curry, and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Poster tags checked in for Utah. Jazz trailed by 4. Here's Isley. 5 points in the game. Back to Hornacek. Lots of room. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, he's a very creative passer, but he's also a very smart playmaker as well.
That's a nice combination, isn't it, Steve? I mean, decision-making and passing ability. He's the guy they want with the ball in his hands every time down the court because he can be trusted and counted on to make easy plays for his teammates.
No good on that one.
You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people.
He's off on the second. And Clark, back to that flex offense you were talking about. Some players come into the league with the bad habit of standing around when they don't have the ball. Steve, that's not going to cut it in the flex.
No, it keeps you moving. It keeps the ball going. A lot of screening and cutting. It's a great offense, and it's difficult to cover. But I like what you said. It teaches the young players how to play as well.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Toronto.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Another miss by Utah.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Kicks it to McGrady. That's blocked. Passes it to Christie. On the wing, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. McGrady outside. No luck. Nice D from ABC.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Isley, good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Outside Williams. And there's the pass to Christie. Fader on the way. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Christie's got his first bucket in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And Malone backing in. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Williams has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He passes to Christie. Now Willis, defended by Isley. Shoots from the baseline. Offensive rebound. Here's Christie. The stupendous finish in traffic. And it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Now, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Utah calls timeout.
The Raptors have been in the rebuilding process for a while now, and even though they still didn't crack the postseason, they were able to do something they haven't done in several years. Win more than they lose here in Toronto.
And Utah making a change here. Here's Isley. He's got 7, and it might seem like such a small accomplishment, but going back to what you said, Clark, about the Raptors, but they are a young team, and it take small steps like that to climb up the standings, Steve, you know this year to year.
Yeah, no question. I mean, unless you have a once-in-a-lifetime or at least once-in-a-generation type player in the draft, you have to do it with smaller steps, and that's what the Raptors are trying to do.
Here's Russell. But they get it back. Now the dish to Malone. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Isley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Malone, a screen on Carter. Here's Isley. Utah gets it back. Eyes yet again. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. Utah shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Free throw drops for Malone.
Well, really a promising young roster for the Utah Jazz team, guys. A lot of blue-chip talent there. I think in a couple of years, this team has a chance to be one of the best in the West.
Bogues kicks to McGrady. Here's Davis. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense here from Malone. Jazz trailed by 5. The feed to Stockton. There's the triple. And Davis pulls it down. And you got to give this Utah front office a lot of credit. You're right, Clark. They've only missed the playoffs 5 times in the last 30 seasons. Steve, that is a remarkable run.
What I like about Utah, too, Kevin, is that they seem to stay ahead of the curve. They make moves while they still have leverage. Dealing Carlos Boozer, Kirilenko, Deron Williams. So they've done a good job of getting value, getting assets, and continuing to look ahead.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Raptors leading by 4. Davis with a screen on Stockton. Dishes it to Carter. Davis. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
Utah's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Stockton dishes to Malone. Oakley with some nice D. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's McGrady. No good. So Utah will take it the other way. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Russell passes to Stockton. Number 27, McGrady covering. Clock at 4. Here's Malone. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
McGrady kicks to Bogues. Feeds it to Carter. Back to Bogues. Tracy McGrady on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Stockton outside. Here's Russell. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half is now in the books. The Raptors out in front. They're up by 6. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. Then we'll be back here right after that for the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Hump Day, and this is 2K Sports.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And a view here of the beautiful San Antonio Riverwalk as we welcome you back to the game. And Toronto has possession. 6-point lead. Williams kicks to McGrady. Uncovered, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. McGrady's got the first bucket of the third here for the Raptors. Jazz shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Stockton with it. Williams picks him up. He feeds it to Russell. He kicks it to Malone. And the bank shot is good. Malone's got 5 now. Raptors leading by 6. Williams passes to Marks. Outside Curry. He dishes it to McGrady. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Stockton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Now here's Williams. McGrady kicks to Willis. Malone on him. Willis, no good. Jazz trailed by 4. Pass to Russell. There's the dish to Malone. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Willis.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Willis. Backs in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 6.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Kicks it to Russell from the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Keefe is checked in for Malone. Jazz trail by 8. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Stockton up top. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. Gets it to go. Russell's got 5. Raptors leading by 5. And the Raptors call time here. And the Jazz making a change here. On defense, Utah. Trailing by 5. Williams passes to Willis. Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. McGrady. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 7. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Hedge, McGrady covering. 3-pointer from Stockton. And the Jazz, another 3.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Williams kicks to Curry. Fires from deep. Utah with the rebound. Pulls up on the wing. Gets it to go. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Williams passes to Marks. Curry. Raptors moving the ball around. The shot by McGrady, no good. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing.
Outside Curry. Takes the three, and that one's good. Curry's got 8 points.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. Of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
6 to shoot. The pass to Stockton. Williams with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Raptors leading by 5. Screen by Oakley. Bogues kicks to Curry. Lets it go. And that's good for 2. Curry's got 10 points. The Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Stockton outside. Back to Malone. Number 27, Bogues defending. 5 on the clock. The drive by Russell. Here's Malone. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And he makes the first. And Toronto making a change here. McGrady's checked in. And both free throws good for Malone.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And there's the feed to McGrady. Dishes it to Bogues. He kicks to McGrady. McGrady left side. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Jazz trail by 7. Malone, a screen on Bogues. Number 27. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 16 points for him.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Outside Oakley. Feeds to Bogues. Thomas a screen. Shot clock at 5. Here's McGrady. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
It's been a nice game for McGrady. 18 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team kind of get into that same passing groove that he's in.
First one falls for him. And the Jazz making a change here. Hornacek's checked in. So he gets them both. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Now Stockton. He's got 11. They set the pick. Unloads from 13. Toronto grabs the miss.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
He feeds it to Bogues. Shot clock at 6. Workman, Hornacek covering, and the shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 8.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Russell, McGrady covering. Russell kicks to Malone. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. The Jazz making a switch here. Seconds left in the third quarter. Another shot.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Here's Isley. Malone with it. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about...
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Here's Isley. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hornacek for 3. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And here is Williams. Pass to Christie. To the middle. Here's Marks. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Jazz making a switch here. Here's Isley. He dishes it to Malone. 11 feet away. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Pass to Isley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. They get the rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
First free throw is good. The Jazz making a switch here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Toronto leading by 10. Williams attacking. Dives for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz trail by 10, and the Jazz call time here.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Jerry Sloan had to say to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now, here's Bowes. McGrady outside. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Russell, he's checked in for Utah. Jazz trail by 7. Now Stockton. He passes to Russell. Into Malone. Willis on him. Malone kicks to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Trains the three-pointer. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
McGrady. They get it back. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Stockton with it. Now McGrady defending. Lets it go from 14. Great positioning on the putback. Now just a 2-point Toronto lead.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and claw their way back in.
And they fed off their defense just as much as their offense in putting this run together.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
The Raptors making a switch here. Marks is checked in. Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Willis with it. The pass to Marks. Backs down. Shot from the low block. The shot is off. And here are the Jazz now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Here's Russell. And the Jazz, another 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Willis with a screen on Stockton. Curry dishes to McGrady. Pass to Bowes. Goes back up. No luck. Excellent D from Stockton. Utah leading. The dish to Russell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Russell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, halftime was exactly what they needed as they have shot the ball much better coming out of the break.
Yeah, they have looked a lot better this half. I don't know what it was. Perhaps they changed the rims, unbeknownst to us, but something changed.
Curry passes it to Marks. And the shot is good. Here is Stockton. Three-pointer. That's good.
You know, we really haven't seen the same focus defensively that we did in the first half.
Raptors trail by 4. Bogues kicks it over to Marks. Curry. Dishes it to McGrady. Utah with the rebound. Malone's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Kicks to Stockton. Nice ball movement by Utah. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity. They're a pounded inside team, and that's what they're showing us.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor. And much more aggressive play has led to more free throw attempts for them here in the second half.
You know, that's how you do it, Steve. I mean, defender pressing up on you, you press right back, get into it.
McGrady with the ball. Picked up by Stockton. And that one's good. McGrady.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Back to Stockton. The feed to Malone. 5 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Check out the game for Malone. 8 rebounds, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
No, that's important. I mean, get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Malone. So it's Toronto now. 6-point game. And the Raptors call time here.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Williams, he's checked in for Toronto. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. The Jazz making a switch here. Hornacek's checked in. Jazz on D. Outside Williams. Here's McGrady. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Marks. Back to Williams. He kicks it to Curry. Pulls up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Jazz call time here. They're up by 4. 1:36 left in the game. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They lead by 4. Stockton against Williams. Hornacek outside. 4 on the shot clock. Hornacek right side. Curry with the defensive effort.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
And that one's good. McGrady. Big time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
Well, they know exactly how big that shot was.
Stockton dishes to Hornacek. Feeds to Malone. Malone left side. Stockton. Launches it. Cans the three.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Williams can't hit.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Back to Malone. And Malone gets double teamed. He feeds it to Russell. He dishes it to Hornacek. Nice ball movement by Utah. Good on the shot. And the Jazz lead by 7.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 7. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
Here's Christie. Carter outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Isley. And so it's Utah with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Endorsed Burt, Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game.